"An old deep-water man like me always keeps a weather eye out," says Bert. "But he keeps two weather eyes out when he puts out to sea in a vessel as old and leaky as the Tidely Idly." It looked like a good day, so Bert took the Tidely Idly way, way out to the end of the bay and into the open sea. He shut off the make-and-break engine and let the boat drift on the gentle swell. Then he baited up his hook with clams and lowered it over the side to fish for cod. And there he is, lowering his line. And there's Giggling Gull. Bert didn't get any bites, not even a teeny-weeny nibble. So he cranked up the make-and-break and moved the Tidely Idly to another spot. But there were no fish there either. He didn't even pull up a pollock or a sculpin. "There must be something down there frightening those fish," Bert confided to Giggling Gull. "Tee-hee-hee!" The gull agreed. There's Giggling Gull. And there's Bert with his line. Nothing at the end of it. Then Bert felt a substantial sort of tug on his line that almost but not quite pulled him over the side. Then Bert pulled, and then Bert tugged. He heaved and he tugged. He grunted and groaned until the Tidely Idly practically stood on end, but he couldn't haul in even a single stitch of line. "Must be caught on bottom," said Bert. "Tee-hee-hee!" The Giggling Gull was much amused, and she teetered on the tip of the tiller to see what would happen next. And there's Giggling Gull, and there's Bert with his boat almost upended. Well, Bert, so it seemed, finally got his line uncaught from the bottom and was hauling it in a moderate sort of way, not paying much attention to see if he needed more bait. The Giggling Gull was teetering to and fro on the tip of the tiller and tittering tee-hee-hee now and then in a nervous sort of way. She might have noticed something or other, for that particular moment hadn't come to Bert's attention. But the very next moment it came to Bert's attention that he'd pulled up what does it look like he pulled up? Whale of a tail! Or 'twas t'other way round. The tail of a whale pulled up Bert. Bert grabbed the pump handle and hung on while he swung around this-a-way, that-a-way. The Giggling Gull teetered on the tip of the tiller and laughed fit to split. Bert finally slacked up on the line, or 'twas t'other way round. Finally the tail slacked up on the line, but then the tail began to thrash this-a-way, that-a-way, in such a manner as to call Bert's attention to the fact that there was here's the whale's tail, there's Bert, there's Giggling Gull. Whale on the other end of it! "Ahoy there, whale!" bellowed Bert. "Hold your horses! Keep a shirt on! Head into the wind and slack off the main sheet!" The whale couldn't hear because his hearing gear was so far upwind of his steering gear that he had come afoul of Bert's cod hook. "Ahoy there, you Giggling Gull!" shouted Bert. "Fly away down there and tell this whale that this vessel has a couple of tender places in her planking. He's about to stave us in and send the Tidely Idly and all hands straight to Davy Jones's locker." The barb of Bert's cod hook was barely caught in the blubber of the tail, and since it didn't hurt, the whale quieted down and allowed Bert to haul in his cod line cautiously so he could remove the hook. And there's the whale, very unhappy. There's Bert. I wonder if we can find Giggling Gull in the